Welcome back to the YS channel. Today we're going to take a deep dive into the world and the misadventures of the acting of Neil Breen. Neil Breen is best known as an independent film and movie maker, best known for such classics like Double Down, Pass Through, Fateful Findings, Twisted Pair, and his current release, Cade, The Tortured Crossing, which is a sequel to Twisted Pair. With Neil Breen's movies, we often see themes such as government corruption, technology, things related to the environment, and basically he always comes across as like a messiah figure in all his movies. So in our deep dive of our Bad Acting 101, we're going to discuss Neil Breen. One of the biggest criticisms of Neil Breen's acting is his penchant for overacting, underacting, exaggerated, just delivery of his lines. Sometimes they come across as overdone or melodramatic.
Cal, where have you been? I knew you were here. I could feel your presence. I'm so ashamed. Cade, look at me.
Cade, I'm so ashamed.
Actor with like subtle nuances, for like emotional speech, dialogue delivery. A lot of it just comes across as stilted and awkward and just weird. I know part of it's on purpose. At this point in his career, there's no other way to describe it. Like, some of it has to be on purpose, but the other part is, I don't think the guy knows.
I'm on my way. I'm running late. I just had to kill a gang of 10 kidnappers by myself, using my superpowers. I'm kidding. I will teach them how to only go after things in life that really captures their heart. Like justice and love.
Nice to meet you. Oh, meet the rest of the office.
Hi, I'm Andrew with Child Protective Services.
How you doing? Detective Lee here with Child Trafficking Protective Services.
Oh, nice to meet you.
So, and honestly, a huge major criticism of his movies, and I already touched on this earlier, is he always plays pretty much the same type of figure, some like technological messiah, Jesus, AI type god-like figure. He's like indestructible, his judgment is almost never wrong. You see this a lot with his latest movie, Cade, Tortured Crossing, Twisted Pair, Fateful Findings, so on and so forth. So it's not just so much he plays the same character more or less in each of his movies. It's his delivery of his acting abilities to deliver a deep, character arc, depth, all that stuff. When it comes to making a believable, rememberable, and enjoyable character, he doesn't do any of that. And again, he's always playing some kind of like AI, alien, god-like figure too. That just doesn't help. So when he is trying to legitimately act, a lot of it just comes across as exaggerated, and then the rest of it just comes across as just limited range. If you ever watch any of his movies, you'll notice this when he's delivering dialogue and speeches, especially when he's interacting with another character or actor within the movie. There are awkward pauses.
One of them! You bitch!
I am the Winged Warrior.
What is that?
They're wings from a winged warrior. Chief, there's nothing here for you.
Somewhere between right and wrong, there's a bright garden. I'll meet you there someday.
I will never forget you. We will never forget you.
Part of me believes it's obvious that he's focusing too much on delivering the lines than trying to embody a character that is compelling and rememberable for the right reasons. As a lot of us know, acting is a collaborative art form. There's give and take, especially when you have multiple actors and characters in any scene in any movie. And a lot of the most successful movies and acting we can remember, usually there's chemistry with co-stars. But with Neil Breen, that's always totally lacking. Everything's come across as awkward. There's little to no chemistry with him and the other actors, and I'd take it a step further with the other characters when they're interacting with each other in the movie. Very little to poor chemistry and terrible acting. This extends beyond just Neil Breen himself, but let's just circle back to him. So, unfortunately, when these movies are completed, you get a hodgepodge of what we call unintentional comedy. Like, a lot of the stuff is just so bad and cringy, it's funny. And obviously, when you're writing this and filming it, it's going to be serious, but the final product is so bad it's just funny. It's so classified as unintentional comedy or so bad it's good.
Don't let them make a sound when moving the patients.
Don't damn it. We found out who the undercover role at the hospital is. And we're going to kill him.
What were you talking to Kane about? Nothing. I'm just thanking for his help. You're one of these folks.
But again, if it wasn't for that factor, this movie career would have tanked years ago. Think about a lot of these other movie actors that made like really bad